This
everyone.
conference will now be recorded.
Special meeting of the summer meeting. Kelly, would you like to take the roll, please?
Commissioner Cleo?
Here.
Commissioner Cassidy?
Here.
Vice Mayor Cos?
Here.
Mayor Few?
Here.
And Commissioner Vessler is absent with notice.
All right, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, we see the agenda in front of you. Are there any additions, deletions to the agenda? All right, hearing none, so I'm going to make a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Public comment. Come on, Terry, you're the only
Oh,
public.
come on, it's too early.
Too early? Are you officially objecting?
No.
Okay, good.
Start the timer.
Terry Brown, Harvard Drive South. Now, what I wanted to find out is that this public notice in the Palm Beach Post says certain things about this meeting. The previous notice placed by the town of Ocean Ridge has been determined by the Department of Revenue to be a violation of the law. That's what it says. It's not attached to any of the email that you sent out regarding this meeting. So I don't know how many people read that. So what I want to know is what the law, what was violated, and who violated it, and who's responsible for it. Okay?
No problem.
Simple.
Lynn?
Mr. Brown,
Yeah.
the law was that we were to use the gross taxable value of the town, not the net. And I mistakenly put the net taxable value in the advertisement. It was my mistake.
So you take full responsibility.
Of course, I take full responsibility. Everything rolls up to me.
And you acknowledge that publicly, that you made the error, you made the mistake, and it was basically a mathematical error.
It was not a mathematical error. I was supposed to have used the numbers on line 4 of the E-trim form, which is the gross numbers. I used the numbers on line 6, which is the number of the taxable value minus the new improvements that took place in '23.
Now, I think it was noted when you were hired by this group, not the previous group, that you publicly stated that that was one of your weaknesses, was budget work. Am I correct?
Yes,
Okay.
but,
So they know your weaknesses.
and we are
And
working
there's some
on it.
other weaknesses too, which we won't talk about today. But that's something that you all are responsible for.
Thank you, Terry. I don't know where you're going at. But thank you.
I do.
You know.
No.
I know. I've been mild today.
Thank you, Lynn. Any other public comment? Hearing none, we close public comment and move on to the regular agenda items. All right, so approval of the unbudgeted expense in water value repairs and fire safety at 5900 North Ocean Boulevard. Lynn?
This is actually something Billy and I and Kelly have been working on. While doing flow testing for one of the developments on the south end of town, the villas of Ocean Ridge, it was discovered that the valve on our main that goes to their fire line has dropped its slug and is therefore in a frozen off position. Sorry. The slug is dropped and therefore the valve is in a frozen closed position, not allowing ample water through for fire protection. They are not able to get it to reopen, and thus we are needing to go in and make a replacement in that area. Billy can better describe what we're going to do, as that is what would be the public works person to do. But as this was obviously not an anticipated expense and it's not in an area that the ARPA project would have covered, has not been affected by us not moving forward yet with that project.
Would it be part of the whole water valve project that we've applied for the grant for?
It potentially would, yes, but we're not going to be able to hold off because with this valve in the condition that it is in now, that development has been put on what is called fire watch which means they have to have somebody available, keeping an eye, I believe it is 24 hours a day, to ensure that there is not a fire situation that takes place because they don't have the ample water if something happens.
So who's doing that, Boynton or?
I believe the development line tech is doing that.
Okay.
Okay, so it's pretty much something we have to do.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Public comment? Hearing none, back to the commission. Anybody want to make a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the expenditure of $65,000 to $70,000 to fix the 3 valves at 5900 North Ocean Boulevard.
Second.
Discussion. This fix, this is going to be the permanent fix or
Yes.
what level of fixing is this? This isn't a patch.
No, and Billy can talk to it better, but my understanding
Billy, come on up here and
is
explain it,
that
would you
they will be removing a section of asbestos concrete main and putting new valves on either side of that, as well as putting a valve for the fire line.
It's a permanent fix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
give us a quick rundown about, remember separating,
What I'm doing
Yeah.
is, we have the 8-inch main out there on A1A across from Harbor Drive. What's happened is the T, 8x6 T, the main valve feeding the fire suppression for 5900, that valve is broken. Can't get them to pass point and fire. So the reason for 3 valves is if I do 3 valves, I can isolate just that section to do the repair work, put in a new T, new valve for them. If I don't, we have to try and shut down the town from Corinne Street to Woolbright to do this repair. And hopefully those valves shut down. And that would be could be a period of 8 to 10 hours that every resident, which would probably affect a couple hundred residents, are going to be without water. So that's why I'm putting in 2 new line stops, which would be permanent valves there, and replacing the valve going to 5900.
Okay. And we have bids for this?
Yes,
How many bids did we get?
I'm on my second one right now.
Okay.
So
So the final bid, we're approving the amount,
We're approving the
and
amount.
it's, who's gonna be approving the bid?
Once Billy has.
Just wanna get this moved
Right,
along.
once Billy has gotten the final bids, we'll approve as an emergency expenditure, but provide the commissioners all at the January meeting to do the final approval of the bids. Hopefully having the work completed by then, but we are getting multiple bids.
Okay, so I mean ratifying in the January meeting what
Yes.
was done.
Correct.
So this commission is basically authorizing the budget and then authorizing you to proceed
Yes.
to approve of the bids that were being done.
Correct.
Okay. As long as we all understand.
okay,
Good, thank
thank you.
I thought we did.
What?
All right, so there's a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right, so we're moving on to the public hearing. Then you want to go over this real quick?
I do. The Department of Revenue notified me of an error in the published notice for the 22-23-24 budget that resulted in a need to renotice and adopt new resolutions for the FY24 budget. The error is a result of utilizing appraised value on line 26 of the DR 420.
Line 6.
Rather than line 4. The difference between the 2 lines is line 4 is the gross taxable value of properties as opposed to the net prior year taxable value. The net value is to be used to calculate the rollback, the gross to determine the ad valorem taxes for the new year. The differences between those 2 amounts that was published is $58,738. The change in ad valorem taxes does not change the approved budget, which remains at $3,132, but it does reduce the amount of reserve funds that are used from $127,994 to $70,724.
So, can I talk? or do we
Yeah, sure,
make a
go ahead.
motion first?
Go ahead.
No, I'm recalling the discussion back in August when we were talking about this net number is what's used to figure out the rollback rate, not the millage rate, just to be clear. So we did talk about this net number. But basically, when we were talking about the millage rate, we were going back and forth and we arrived at 5.4. The difference here is that we could have gone with 5.35 and that would have been what we would have resulted with.
Okay.
But now, what it's changing is what we're taking from reserves.
Go ahead.
Two things. Number one, we have an additional $58,000 in the budget, so it's a good mistake, not a bad mistake. Two, don't these outside accountants work hand in hand with you?
I did ask them to go over it. They approved everything, so I will be discussing it.
Yeah, I'd like to know,
Yeah.
because that's their entire business. It's a little chunk of your business.
Yeah.
And they missed it as well. And the third thing, I'm really amazed at the state. I have new faith in the state.
Yeah.
A little tiny town like us, and they catch that, that's great. That's it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes.
All right. So let's start out with the presentation of final budget. Announcement. Okay, so what are we going to do with the president? We're going to vote on each one of these, or?
I think
Yeah, you have to formally announce, again, the mill levy, what the rollback rate would have been, and what the mill levy will be.
Oh, the resolution's back here? Okay.
No,
No, the
Yeah,
rollback rate doesn't change.
right, no, but he has to announce, he has to read line B on the agenda. It has to be formally announced.
All right, so we're going to announce that the town of Ocean Ridge computed millage rate is higher than the rollback rate of 4.8948 by 13.12%. The millage to be levied is 5.4. That's the announcement. Any public comment?
I already paid my tax.
Well,
Mr. Mayor, is it 13.12 or is it 13.17?
Should be 13.17.
I was just reading it. It says 4.8948 by 13.12%.
Originally, that's what it said, and then we found out later that it was changed, so I revised the agenda.
So what should he say?
What's that?
Should say
You have the old agenda, I
13.17.
revised it.
0.17, not 1.8. All right. Let me amend that announcement to 13.17. All right, so we did public comment. Resolution. Kelly, you want to read the resolution? Can you read as fast as I do, or?
Resolution 2023-17, a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Ocean Ridge, of Palm Beach County, Florida, adopting the final levy of ad valorem taxes for fiscal year 2023-2024, providing for an effective date.
It's 17, it's 16, not 17.
Good.
It's 17.
The first one is 16, you missed 16.
Well, there's one, it says 17 on D, but it says
You do
16 on the
17 before
resolution.
you do the final. That would make sense. 16 is the final. We've adopted everything
Yeah.
else that we've accepted.
So we're reading resolution 2023-17. Is
Oh, I'm sorry.
Section D.
Apologies. Yes. Okay, I will read it. Okay.
No, we're looking at 16.
No.
No, we're doing
Okay,
17
so-
first.
16
We have to
after.
by the statute, we did have the village first, then the budget. So the agenda is correct, the backup is.
Okay.
Which is the name of the ordinance is, should be reversed, but it's no big deal. It's just,
Yeah.
They're transposed.
Okay. We want to make a motion on the resolution. That we just,
sure. I make a motion that we approve the resolution 2023-17 of the Town of Ocean Ridge, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes for fiscal year 2023/2024, providing for an effective date. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion and second, any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, next one. So this one's number E16, 2023-16. Okay.
Resolution 2023-16, a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Ocean Ridge of Palm Beach County, Florida, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 23-24, providing for an effective date.
All right, is there a motion? I'll move. Second, is there a second?
Second.
Motion and second, any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion.
Wait,
Whoop.
we can have public comment.
We did public comment at the beginning of the
No, every time you pass. it.
public comment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Next one, Kelly?
Resolution 2023-18, resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Ocean Ridge of Palm Beach County, Florida, updating and reappropriating funds for the capital projects fund for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2023 and ending September 30th, 2024, and establishing an effective date.
All right. Is there a motion?
Move to adopt 2023-18.
Second.
Motion and second, public,
Can we get Lynn to explain this one though?
Right, the capital projects, nothing is changing. The capital projects total budget didn't change. The transfer from the general fund is remaining the same. Well, yeah, that one is the 70,000 or 58,000 less. And then we're using capital reserve from the capital budget of $1,125,833. Appendix A or Attachment A is the same as what was in your budget book in September.
okay. Any other discussion? Public comment? All right, back to the commission. All those in favor, or
I'm all set.
motion?
Already did the motion.
Oh, we did a motion second. Please.
It's already seconded.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. All right, the resolution, we did 18, and I think that's it. We did 18,
Yourself.
16, 18. All right, anything else?
Make the Yuletide game.
How come you got pretzels and I don't?
I don't have pretzels.
For everybody.
They're everybody, so we're supposed to open them up and then spread the cheer.
Gotcha.
All right, well, thank you, everyone.
I do have one
You
quick
have to
question for
disclose
the
that?
commission.
Make sure it's on your form, guys. But
One quick question for the commission. As of right
Sorry.
now, the only items on the January meeting agenda is the consent items. We do not have any active, regular agenda items. With
Do you want
that,
them now?
no, with that in mind, with no other regular items, the commission does have the ability to cancel the January meeting if they would so choose, or we can move forward with it.
Move
I thought
forward.
we were doing like swearing in of the new,
The new commissioners could be sworn in on their own privately and then sworn in publicly at the February meeting if the January meeting was canceled.
I think we should go with the January meeting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be short, but at least have the guys be able to get sworn in at a regular public meeting, and some
And
people
some-
may have questions.
and we have to have the FEMA issue on the agenda too, the FEMA map, 2017 map.
Are we?
Yeah. That should be on our website. Right now, we still have the 2019 map on the website,
Good point.
and it's not complete. It doesn't go above Sabal Island.
Will the county approve it? Yeah,
Nope.
She's running
And
the old map, and
Okay.
that's easily,
It's illegal for us to be enforcing the 2019 map.
I don't think, we're not enforcing it 2019.
We
As
were,
As of last meeting. we're not.
As last meeting, we're not.
right,
So,
That's something we can easily just change on the website.
sorry.
We can just change that on the website, it's not a tick issue.
it's an administrative issue, just change.
yeah, just do that.
I want an
It
answer
doesn't need the
to
action of the
to
commission.
my bridge question at the next meeting.
The what question?
The bridge.
Oh,
15
the
minutes.
bridge.
Before you adjourn, if you don't mind, there was an article in the
Daily Business Review.
Daily Business Review about your buddy Swain,
Mm.
and that he got slapped down by a judge in terms of attorney's fee. Was that related to anything in this town?
I don't know.
No, that was with Broward County.
Broward County?
Yes.
Okay. It was a big deal. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Nothing else? I'd say meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Was that a great big long legal thing?